Welcome, everyone. My name is Nick Hershey. I am the president and founder of the Mortgage Calculator. We are a non-delegated correspondent lender that does things quite a bit differently with our own software and our own systems. So I'd like to thank everybody for joining us today so we can give you a chance to see a little bit of a demo of what it looks like on the back end and how we power it all with a massive amount of leads. So I'm going to go ahead and start it off and explain a little bit more about what makes us different. And then Kyle will actually show the back end of the software and the systems, more of the technology. And then our sales manager, Jose Gonzalez, will go over kind of the more traditional stuff of how you put the deals together and structure those deals. And with his 27 years of experience, how he puts the technology actually together with the loans. So let me go ahead and start with sharing my screen here. So most of you have probably joined the call from this screen. So I hope most of you have run over this, but I'd like to explain a little bit more about what we mean here. So as I mentioned, our company is different. We are all about leads. We are all about training, and we do it all with our proprietary software. So we'll explain a little bit more, and then Kyle will actually show you guys what that software kind of looks like as well. So let's go through some of the bullets here. We are a non-delegated correspondent lender. Basically, our whole goal is to make the tools to empower you guys to scale your business, right? So you guys have your own business. That's great. We don't need to take anything away from you there. We just need to help you scale it. But what we're really all about is leads. So we want to make sure whether you got a ton of business already or you're just starting, we know that adding new leads to your system effectively and at scale is really the way to grow your business, just like any business, right? So we want to make sure we give everybody the power to grow their business. So what's important to us here, we'll go through the bullets. The first thing that really sets us apart and makes us different is we are non-delegated correspondent. And that means we are approved with over 112 lenders and investors. So what does that really mean? Well, as non-delegated correspondent, we can do both. We can broker and be a correspondent. So we can wear both hats. So every day we do brokered loans. We also do loans in our name where we are the lender and we're funding it with our own money, where we're doing correspondent loans. So not many outfits out there allow you to do this, and that's what really sets us apart. So what does that mean for you guys is when we are the lender, we have over 5,000 loan programs. We really specialize in non-QM. So not only do we have all the standard stuff, of course, but we have all the outside the box stuff with over 5,000 unique loan programs with our 32 correspondent investors, where we fund the loan with our own money, with our name on all the docs, all the great benefits that come with that. And what does that mean for you and your customers is we always have the best rates and pricing. So if you guys are familiar with the industry, you guys should probably know that correspondent pricing always beats broker pricing. So we work with many of the same end banks, investors, lenders that you might be used to if you're in the broker world. But when we fund the loans with our own money, that means we usually get the same rate sheet, just with better rates, right? The same programs, the same general structure of what you're used to. We just get better rates because we fund the loans with our own money. Now, if we have a deal that we cannot place, we want to make sure we can still do that. So that's where wearing the broker hat comes in. If you have a deal that we don't have in-house with our 5,000 loan programs, where we're always going to have the best pricing, we still work with over 80 wholesale only lenders that are specialty. So if we have anything that's specialty, like SBA, we don't fund with our own money, that has to be a specialty SBA partner. So we broker those deals if we have that need, right? Same thing with like fix and flip. We don't fund those with our own money, but we have tons of partners we love to work with as a brokered partner. So tons of different places where there's a specific need where we still want to make sure we're always helping the client. So whether we're wearing a broker hat or a correspondent hat, what's important to us is the client always gets the best deal. So we always want to make sure we are giving the best pricing to our clients. And as I mentioned before, we have every loan program available. We do VA, USDA, FHA, Fannie, Freddie. We have CDFI. We broker those. Those are specialty loans, right? We can't fund CDFI loans because we're not CDFI approved ourselves, but we love to broker those deals and still do those types of loans. Non-QM, commercial, DSCR, mixed use, SBA, every program you've ever heard of, we already have, or if we don't have it, I promise you, I will add it right away. That is our goal, to make sure that we have an outlet for every request that comes in, because we're very focused on leads and getting new requests. Now let's go to the next section here. How do we put this all together and make it work for you guys at scale when there's all kinds of different things going on, different outfits, different outlets, different ways leads are coming in? It's all with the software. So everything we're going to talk about is operated through the software, fully integrated POS, CRM, LOS, everything you can ever think of. Basically what that means for you guys, one login for you, one login for your customer, no other places to go. Everything integrates with one login. So our software is built for us, by us. Myself, I have a 19-year background in programming and web development. So we've built everything that you're about to see for us, by us. And really the main goal for us in all the different outlets, we built this team as FDIC bank, at a broker shop, as a non-del and delegated lender. We want to make sure that we built it for us, by us, for exactly what we need. And we have one login for you guys, one login for the customers, no matter what outlet we're using. If we're doing a brokered loan, if we're doing a correspondent loan, if we're using this program, that program, no matter what type we have, we want to make sure there's one place for you guys, one place for your customers. And what does that mean when your customer comes in? So our prospects can instantly flow from just filling out any form anywhere, whether that's a lead form on Facebook, or they go directly to your site, fill out a lead form with their name, email, and phone, to getting live rates, to completing their 1003, to pulling their own credit, syncing their own liabilities, having the entire loan generated in Encompass, which is our main platform. But you guys don't have to log into Encompass. It works through our CRM and everything. So the loan is already done within minutes without you guys having to lift a finger. Everything is complete, ready to go. The full loan app is in there. The credit's in there, synced. Everything's ready to go. You guys just have to complete the loan and finish it up. Now, how do we push this all through without you guys having to have any other logins? Most of you guys are familiar with how APIs work, but basically we have API integrations with all the partners you're used to. As I mentioned, we use Encompass. Unfortunately, not a lot of people like Encompass necessarily, but it's what you have to use when you're a correspondent lender, because we sell loans and all the post-closing stuff that Encompass does very well, that you guys maybe not like as much on the origination side, must occur in Encompass. However, you guys don't have to log into Encompass. Everything happens through the CRM. The couple pages you guys use are all integrated. Same thing with pricing. We use Optimal Blue. Most of you guys are used to that. That's the industry standard, but we have it all integrated. You'll never have to log in. You just click a button in the CRM. It pulls all the Optimal Blue pricing. Same thing with credit, with Meridian Link, all their services, account check, all the VOE, VOI, VOA, appraisal works. All our appraisals are instantly just a click away to order from any of our AMCs in just one click. We have Google AI, all these different things plug into our systems and make all the magic happen. Now, the next thing that we've noticed at all the different places that we've taken our team and all the different platforms is no matter where we are, we need to have training. So we are very passionate about training, and we're remote based. So everything we do is remote based. Before the pandemic caused all of this stuff, I have a 19-year background, myself and Kyle, in internet and marketing and advertising and all of the things that are remote based. So remote is something that we very much embrace here. All of our companies are remote. So we want to make sure you guys have access to everything you need, no matter if you're working at midnight, no matter where you're working, no matter where you are. So you can jump into our training center and take our remote training classes, more of a classroom style with actual tests and courses and all that kind of great stuff. We have our live in-house trainings 5 days a week. So when you come on board, Kyle will show you guys how to line up all your trainings to get you guys started on everything. We have our live mortgage rates podcast we do every day. So every morning we pull up the live rates for customers and for you guys on our team. We go through a couple different deep dive programs. Definitely recommend you guys check that out. We also do our live loan officer podcast where it's public, so all loan officers can join, but we love to talk about our non-QM programs that we really specialize in, give some people some tips and tricks to do the stuff that we do that nobody else really does. We also have our live Zoom support during business hours. So Monday through Friday, we have our processors. You can jump into Zoom. And it's important because we're remote, right? We're not in an office where we can go to someone's office and someone can look over your shoulder. It's all Zoom based, right? So instead of looking over your shoulder, they're going to take over your screen and actually click the button or show you what to click to get you unstuck from wherever you are. Then, of course, we have our knowledge center with thousands of articles and videos from us and our partners. So that's where we really bring it all together, where there's just everything at your fingertips. You can search basically anything you need. And whether that's something that we do in-house or something that's specific to a partner, we have all of those articles just a click away. And the final bullets here that don't really fit in any general category Something that I love though here, the first thing, we have the ability to close our DSCR business purpose loans in over 44 states. So we've had our lawyers issue a memo that allows us to do our commercial loans that we love to do. It's our specialty, DSCR, in 44 total states. So you guys can expand your licensing footprint without actually having to get more licenses technically. We are very passionate about leads. As you notice, we mentioned leads all over the place, but basically it's all at a 50-50 split. So we'll go into the compensation in a second. We try to make it very simple, no matter where you get it. We have tons of different sources. If it came from us, it's a 50-50 split with you guys. Try to make it very simple. And one of the things that really makes us all work as a team is at any time, if you can't do the deal, you click one button instantly, and that deal will get referred to a senior loan officer who knows exactly what to do. And you'll still make 75 basis points for referring it. So maybe your spouse is doing a loan and you can't do it because of conflict of interest. Maybe you're not licensed in that state, but it's a family or friend or some other client that you have, and you still want to help work on that loan. So you're going to refer the loan, still have that client contact, still have that family member contact. You'll help work on the loan and you'll still make great commission. We are also very passionate about setting up you guys' own leads. So if you don't have leads, no problem. Kyle will show you how to just a couple clicks, set up your own lead campaigns. And if you do have your own leads, great. We'll show you in just a couple clicks how to bring those into our system with the Zapier webhook. And to top it all off, no monthly fees. Again, we're more from an internet marketing type of background. We want to make sure we're very straightforward. Everything you see is exactly what you expect. There are no hidden fees, no payroll fees, no desk fees, no admin fees. Nothing is hidden. So we want to be very straightforward. Now, the next section here has a video. So we're recording this today. So if you drop off, go ahead and watch a replay here and check back in, run over anything. But let's get into what most people are here for, our compensation plans. So these are our plans for our team. We want to make sure we have the right plan for everybody and their role. So the first thing we want to go over here is our senior loan officer plan, thing that everybody's attracted to, obviously, up to 250 basis points. Now that's with bonuses and stuff. We'll go over that in a second. The regular commission here and the splits. So 200 basis points on conventional and non-QM, the stuff we're all used to, most of the loans we do. And that's 2% commission for those not familiar. And again, to make it very simple, it's a 50-50 split if a company lead is provided. So our senior loan officers will make 100 basis points on their base commission on company leads for conventional and non-QM. And that's 1% for those not familiar. So very simple split here. Now, how do you get up to the 250? Let's go through that. So our senior loan officers are obviously going to get everything we're going to talk about here that everybody gets. But to top it all off, they're going to be receiving those referrals we talked about. So when our team can't do a loan for any reason, they're going to refer that deal, and it's a referral, not a lead from someone filling out Facebook, right? This is your family member. The loan's already done. Basically, the application's already done. You just can't do it. So you're going to refer that to the senior loan officers so they get those referrals, which are definitely better than a web lead. They still have access to all of our web leads, of course, unlimited access. We want all our seniors to have all the different access they can. We want all our seniors to have all the state licenses they can, and basically be able to receive all those leads as they come in. Now, how do we get some bonuses here? We have a 25 basis point bonus for anybody that's rocking and rolling 2 million plus volume. So everybody loves to have their bonus set out there. So we wanted to add that to our plans for you guys as well. So for those of you with some great business, that will be applicable for you. And obviously the company leads can help you get to that volume. So we want to fill you guys up with leads, get you guys all rocking and rolling. And if you bump up over 5 million, of course, these are for the rock stars. We want to get you all there. And of course, we want to fill you with company leads, an extra 50 basis points on all the monthly volume over 5 million. That's for the rock stars there. Now for everybody that wants to participate as well, we have a couple little bonuses here. So if you want to become more of a teacher, become a team leader, you can make up to 15 basis points on the loan officers, which we'll talk about in a second, where we team you up and help them disclose their files and structure their files where they need a little extra help for their first deals. Also, if you want to run your own branch and take it to that next level, once you're a senior loan officer, you can then upgrade to run your own branch and make an extra 25 basis points on each loan for all the loans on your branch and AKA your team. But you also provide them with leads and a couple extra benefits there for the branch managers. Now, I'll scroll down here just for a second. Fine print. I know it's probably hard to read here for you guys on Zoom, But how do you get to a senior loan officer? You close 6 loans. So our company is different than all the companies out there. You wear your broker hat one day, your correspondent hat the other day. Our systems are different. So we want to make sure you guys learn how to use all our systems, close 6 loans. Hopefully you do a couple broker, hopefully you do a couple correspondent, and learn all the tips and tricks along the way and get up to that max commission. So for your first 6 deals, you're going to be on our loan officer plan here. That's 150 basis points base, and that's on your conventional non-QM. That's 1.5% commission for those not familiar. And if it's a company lead, you still have access to company leads, you make 75 basis points. And that's on the conventional non-QM, of course, and that's 0.75% commission. So our loan officers, when you're first starting, you'll still have access to all our leads at a 50-50 split we just mentioned. So go ahead and knock out some of company leads for your first 6 deals while you learn the system. You'll still have access to our good leads, which Kyle will show you, which are the live click to claim leads coming in from customers requesting information live on the website and on Facebook. You're still able to refer deals for 75 basis points. So if for some reason you're not familiar with how to do a fix and flip, no problem, click the button. Your deal will go over to a senior loan officer. They'll know exactly what to do. You'll still make 75 basis points. Everybody wins. We are licensed in 24 states for primary and second homes. So you can obviously get your license in a lot of states, but as I mentioned before, you can originate in 20 additional states with our business purpose DSCR loans without necessarily having to get a license. So everybody on our team has the opportunity to do those additional states. And a lot of our leads come from those national campaigns that we have. And we are paid via W-2 if we're a loan officer and we're doing the loan. So that's non-negotiable with some states and stuff like that. So that's how that works. Now, how do you stay a loan officer? We want to make sure you're full-time. We want to make sure you're really doing this. So 1 loan per month, minimum production is the fine print there. If you're not doing 1 loan per month, you're probably not making a living. You're probably not full-time anyway. So we want to make sure that our people that are ready to go full-time are good to go. And if you're not full-time for any reason or still need to get your feet under you, no problem. We have the junior loan officer plan for you. So this plan is for anybody that's not full-time, maybe just getting back in the industry, maybe just got licensed. Anybody who's never done a loan before in their life needs to really start at the junior loan officer plan to learn a little bit before they jump in and sign that loan application to become legally responsible start to finish for that loan. So our junior loan officers are going to still make great commission, more than a lot of call center type places. 75 basis points is a great commission there. And you're basically going to refer deals to senior loan officers. So you're still going to be involved, you're still going to learn, but the senior loan officer is going to push the button, click the things that need to be clicked, do the things that need to be done, and make sure everything is compliant. So all of our junior loan officers still have access to the software that you're about to see. So everybody has access to the software, of course. They'll still have access to some of our leads, more of like the cold call leads. Kyle will show you of the list there that our junior loan officers can cut their teeth on. They're still going to refer deals to senior loan officers and still make great commission. There's no minimum production requirements. So that's a lot of questions that we get asked there. If you're just getting started, you don't want to get stuck with any production requirements. This is the plan for you. And you can be paid via 1099 because you're not actually the loan officer. You're just getting started. You're just learning and you're essentially part-time here. So this fine print here, again, says no minimum production requirements. So this is for anybody that's not full-time. So those are our plans. That's how we like to work. We want to make sure we have a spot for everybody. So please pick the applicable plan and we'd be happy to have you. But let me go ahead and toss it over to Kyle, which will show you guys a little bit of the back end of how everything works. And if you're ready there, Kyle, go ahead and take over.
Yep, absolutely. Let me go ahead and share my screen here and we will get into it. So when you come on board, we will go through a full demo of how everything works. But just want to point out a couple of things here. So first of all, our CRM here, just like any other CRM, you can take your notes and send emails and texts and set reminders for yourself, and everything is kept track of here. And you can put people on action plans, drip campaigns to email them and text them automatically over the course of years, all that kind of good stuff that any other CRM does. But what really starts to set us apart here is our quoting system. So with our quoting system here, within 2 minutes, you can get 6 pieces of info from the client. without pulling their credit. You can click this button right here to pull up all of the rates through Optimal Blue from all of our different partners for that program. And you can send the client within 2 minutes a nice pretty quote that looks like this via text and email, where they can see their different rate choices they have. They can scroll over these things and see what they mean. It pulls in the Google map automatically. It pulls in the Zestimate automatically, the proposed loan info, the taxes, the monthly breakdown of everything, the estimated lender fees, and of course, you here as the loan originator. And also you can attach a realtor. So your realtor partners absolutely love this, because they know when they send you a client, not only can you quote them with real live rates within a couple of minutes, but you can attach them to the quote. And you're showing your realtor, you're saying, hey, when you send me your clients, I'm showing your clients, we are your team that's pushing this deal across the finish line. So your realtor partners absolutely love this. Now, what's even cooler is your client can go ahead and click Start My Loan Application, and that takes them right to their borrower portal. So let me show you what that looks like on their end. Takes them right here to their portal where they can start their application and upload their basic documents that we're going to need right here. They can see their loan info, the milestone, which automatically is synced with our Encompass, right? They can message you through here as well. So everything is right here in the system. They fill out their 1003 here. Again, everything is all here within our system. Now, let me show you what it looks like on your end. You can also help them fill out their 1003, help them upload documents. But more importantly, you can request documents. With the click of a button, you can say, you know what, we're going to need 12 months bank statements, and that's going to let them know we need 12 months bank statements. You can request and say, you know what, this whole loan, instead of being a conventional loan, we're actually going to change this to a VA self-employed loan. Well, now, I don't know which documents we need for a self-employed VA loan, right? But the system does, so I can apply that, save the changes. Now we're only going to be asking what we need for that type of loan. Now we can also request signatures here. So if we need them to e-sign something, let's say we need them to e-sign this, we can just click that, and now they're prompted to e-sign it. And again, they won't even need to leave the page. When they click it, it will just pop right up for them to e-sign right there through our system, through the API. They don't need to log in anywhere else or go to any other website. And of course, we can request custom document types as well and say, hey, we need seasoning of, you know, this or that, and we can request it like that, right? So everything here at our fingertips. Now, once your client submits their 1003 application here and gives permission for us to pull credit, we pull credit automatically and instantly, right? So we pay for that. Your client doesn't pay for it up front. You don't have to pay for it. We pull credit instantly and automatically. That way, when you click this Encompass API button here, once your client has submitted their application, the 1003 is already going to be right in here in Encompass. The credit is already going to be pulled and be in here in Encompass. So you can now originate the whole loan. And again, this is an API, right? So you don't have to use the old slow server version of Encompass. This is all here through our system. You can see it's quick and easy, and everything is in here in one system. So now that you've actually originated the loan, now when you start getting conditions, you're actually going to get conditions right here through our portal. Well, then you'll get an email notice saying, hey, you have XYZ condition. You'll be able to log in and upload the condition or dispute the condition. And so everything is going to be done right here, all in the same portal, all in the same system. You also can use our processor assist buttons here. Notice you can order VOE, VOA, VOI. You can lock the loan, cancel the loan, file COCs, request title, request insurance, all right here at the click of a button with our processor assist menu here. So again, this is how we can take a client from being just a lead to communicating with them, to quoting them, to gathering the documents, gathering the 1003, pulling the credit, originating the loan in Encompass, requesting documents, fulfilling conditions, using the processor assist here. Everything happens all in this one system start to finish from top to bottom right here with this one login. So with that being said, let's talk about where the leads come from in the first place, right? So first and foremost, the leads that we give you, which are the hottest and freshest leads, are from our Facebook campaigns. So Nick and I are from the marketing background, and Nick is kind of the lead expert. I'll let him talk a little bit later about the type of leads we get. But those leads coming in from our Facebook campaigns are the instant leads. As soon as somebody clicks on one of our ads for our programs, you get a text message instantly so that you can click that text message to claim the lead, and you can call that lead instantly and then go through the process like we just talked about to gather their information and send them a quote and all that kind of good stuff. So that's the first and foremost way that we send you leads, is our hot, fresh leads through our campaigns. Now, another way that we provide you leads is our auto dialer here. So we have our auto dialer in our system. You can call 300, 400, 500 people in a day using our auto dialer. You can press one button to drop automated text and email to them, and then you can move right on to the next call with the click of one button. And we have lead lists loaded in here. We have regular purchase leads, we have DSCR leads, we have cold call lists, we have trigger lead lists, we have realtor lists. We have all kinds of different lists in here, thousands of calls that you can do every single day loaded up here in our auto dialer. So that's another way that we provide you leads and provide you the way to work those leads. Another way that you can work leads in our system is that you can have your own campaign running. So those same leads that we're giving you on a 50-50 split that we know work, that we do our ad campaigns for, we can actually manage your own campaign for you. So we can copy those campaigns that we've proven out that we know work, and we can route those leads directly to you, right? So that way you don't have to click to claim them, and there is no lead split on them, right? So an example I love to give with this is one of our loan officers, Nicole. Her first loan ever that she ever closed as a loan officer came to us as a brand new loan officer. She had a $1,060,000 loan that another lender denied. Jose helped her structure that into a profit and loss statement loan, ended up closing the loan in 21 days as a P&L loan. First loan she ever did. She had no idea what she was doing. Jose helped her structure that loan and close that deal. It was from one of the ads from our ad campaigns. That's where the lead came from. But it was one that she purchased from her campaign, right? So she invested in her own campaign. We copied our campaign. The lead came through, but it was one of the leads that she purchased. So her $16,000 commission, first commission she ever received as a loan officer, $16,000. She saved $8,000 because she purchased the lead with her campaign. So again, it was one of the leads that we provided, but it was one that she bought from a campaign that we copied and put her budget on for her. So she saved $8,000 of that $16,000 commission. So definitely important to invest in yourself, invest in some extra leads. We're going to give you free leads, but you also should be boosting your pipeline with some of your own leads without a lead split. So you can advertise and we can manage your campaign for you. Now, another way to work leads here in our system is you can bring them in from anywhere else you purchase leads from. So if you're already getting leads from Zillow or LendingTree or Free Rate Update or something like that, we give you your webhook here, your custom webhook, and we give you the instructions here to use Zapier to bring them into our system instantly. So if you're getting leads from, LendingTree, as soon as that lead comes in, it's going to come into our CRM automatically, instantly. Our CRM is going to notify you. That way you can call them and quote them and get their application and do all that same kind of stuff as any other lead in our system, right? So whether you're getting the lead from us or your own campaign or somewhere else that you purchase them from, you're going to use your webhook here to bring them into our system so that they're in our system instantly, automatically, and you're notified by our system. That way you can work the lead just like any other lead in our system. So that's another way that we provide you to work leads. Now, as I said earlier, Nick is kind of the lead guru here. He is certified by Facebook as a digital marketing associate. He's certified by Facebook as a media planning professional. He's certified by Google as a Google Ad Search specialist. and has been doing digital marketing for 19 years now. So he's kind of the lead guy. I'm going to let him explain a little bit about the type of leads we get and why we get those type of leads. Then we'll have Jose talk about the support end of things. Then we'll go ahead and open it up to questions. So Nick, why don't you talk about the type of leads that we target and why?
All right. So whenever we do a campaign, whether it's for us or someone else, we want to make sure we do something unique and different, right? We don't want to chase everybody else, what they're doing, and just compete with people, especially in this industry, spending billions with a B of dollars. It's just not something that is viable. So we wanted to make sure we did the exact opposite. So since we started out, over 4 years ago, we've been advertising, whereas the big box retailers have been spending billions with a B on conventional refinances and reducing your guys' commission to loan officers to zero, right? Their whole goal is to low margin, high volume business. And then now that's dead, obviously, right? So it was only a certain amount of time, and tens of thousands of people unfortunately lost their job. Maybe some of you are them. But it was a race to the bottom, right? It was fake. It was a race to the bottom. We want to do something that's long-term and sustainable. So we've set out to do the exact opposite. We want to serve the clients that aren't being advertised aggressively by the people with billions of dollars. We want to serve the self-employed borrowers, the investors, the people who get denied or are underserved and are truly underserved from the conventional loan programs that the big box retailers offer. So we've always set out to target those clients. We advertise the products and services. So for the last 4 years, before non-QM became the number one, kind of new thing to do, we've been focused on advertising specifically the non-QM products to those customers who are neglected or underserved from the big box retailers. So whether that's an investor clicking on a DSCR ad that the big box retailers don't have, or a self-employed borrower that got denied at a big box retailer and clicks on one of our bank statement ads, we want to make sure we're advertising those unique programs. And then once they come in, we want to make sure we teach you guys how to do that. So our trainings are all set up to teach you guys how to do non-QM if it's new for you, but we still analyze the file from start to finish. So just because a big box retailer denied someone that's self-employed, maybe they don't know how to do self-employed income. I want to teach you guys all how to do that. We'll properly analyze their tax returns. If they can go VA, USDA, conventional FHA, we will do that. But we will analyze it properly. And if we have to go bank statement, if that's truly the reason, we have all the best bank statement programs for that and hundreds of options. So we want to make sure we get them. We want to make sure we properly analyze them start to finish. So we still do VA, USDA, FHA, all the stuff you guys are used to. We just so happen to advertise to the customers who think they need bank statements, and most of the time they probably do. So we specialize in those types of programs. So we teach you guys how to do that. And then of course, we have the best pricing. So as I mentioned before, whether we're wearing our broker hat or a correspondent hat, we want to make sure we charge the same. So it's always 275 margin, no matter what type of loan we do. And we want to make sure the customer gets the best price. So if the best price and the best program is a brokered outlet, no problem. You guys aren't incentivized. We're not incentivized. Nobody's incentivized to go another outlet. We're always going to go the best thing for the customer, no matter what it is, whether it's broker or correspondent. As I mentioned before, correspondent, we always get better pricing because we fund all the loans with our own money, but some special little loopholes, and especially like the stuff outside the box, like SBA, commercial, fix and flip, the stuff that we can't fund with our own money, that kind of stuff we have to partner with. But even sometimes, you'll get a bank statement deal where there's just a unique program where we have to do it with someone else, and we still do it. So we want to make sure we always have the customer's best interest in mind, but we still do conventional. We still do all the other stuff you're used to. And every loan that you've ever heard of, we either have it or we will get it. So does that cover it for you there, Kyle?
Yeah, absolutely. All right. So let's go ahead and have Jose talk a little bit about the support side of things here. So Jose is our sales manager with 27 years of experience as a loan officer and a realtor. So he is definitely somebody here that provides a lot of support to the loan officers. We'll have him talk about that, and then we'll open it up to the questions. So go ahead, Jose.
How's everybody doing today? Thank you for joining us. Hope to have you on board soon. So definitely a lot of action going on here with the leads and the technology. So you're definitely going to be drawing in some new deals, and it's very important that you get the support to get those new deals, turn those new deals into applications and into disclosed files. And that's where I come in. You heard the one deal there where one of our newly minted MLOs got a rejected file from somewhere else and turned somebody's rejection into a closed $1,056,000 loan. I think she made like $16,000-17,000 on that transaction. I can guarantee you she would not have been able to do that on her own, because she was already going down the wrong path when she met with me. She was still reviewing tax returns and still trying to put the square peg through the round hole. But when we reviewed it, I reviewed the tax returns with her, reviewed the bank statements, we realized P&L was the best option. So we do have multiple layers of support. We have our in-house Zoom room processors, which you can pop into at any time of the day for quick assistance, having problem with your logins, can't figure something out on a credit report, can't figure something out on Encompass. Pop into the Zoom room, they can help you out. You do have your team leaders. For example, if there is a quote accepted that you sent out and the borrower submits an application, your team leader, management, and you are all getting emails that somebody just submitted an application. You have the link there that you can immediately set up a meeting with your team leader so that you can make sure that that loan is off on the correct trajectory and that you can be hopefully disclosing an application and getting that much closer to closing within less than 3 days, because we do have a 3-day limit to disclose the files. We do have the file disclosure meeting that you have with the disclosure desk, that once the application has been completed and has been vetted by your team leader, you then meet with us for us to review the disclosure. And then if it is a non-delegated correspondent deal, we would disclose it right there before you would leave that meeting. You would be signing your part of the loan application. If it is a broker deal, we would be approving your disclosure, and then you would go to the lender's portal to get that disclosure, that file disclosed. Once your file is disclosed, then we have our intake processor, which completes a whole slew of things for the file, gets it ready, and then proceeds to upload it to the portal, the investor portal of your choice. So you don't even have to do that. And then once the file is approved, once it is uploaded, then we do have our in-house underwriting support team, which will review the file, scrub it, quote unquote, and then send you a preliminary list of conditions. And then they will proceed to upload all the pertinent documents to the investor's portal and officially submit that file to underwriting for you. As soon as underwriting comes back, they also assist you with working on figuring out your conditions and resubmitting the file back for the clear to close. Kyle already mentioned the different processor assist buttons that we have for all those different functions, where assistance is just a click of a button away. So we do have many different ways that we support you. We have our daily rates live that we have every morning that we encourage our team to be on, where we go over different loan types every day and give different loan rate scenarios. And we have our Tuesday night and Wednesday night trainings also. So plus our Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday preliminary training to get you up and running as an MLO. So that and the knowledge center. I mean, we have our knowledge center and we have our CRM. Those are all proprietary type software. So if any, if there ever is any type of an issue, we resolve those issues all in-house. You do get that software at no charge to you. And the knowledge center is loaded with all sorts of information, all sorts of training videos where you could just go to the search bar and within a second or two, you could find the item that you're searching for. And then see what you know, and then if you need further clarification on that, you would email us to the mentor's email, and we would give you the clarification that you need, or if not, jump on a quick meeting with you to help you out. We definitely don't want to do is make you feel that you're hanging out there to dry on your own, spinning your wheels and not making any money. You know, we really want you, as soon as you complete your training, we want you to be closing loans in less than 30 days. And let me tell you, while you are completing your training, you can always be referring deals in-house where you can make money. That's another really cool thing at the mortgage calculator. I never had this opportunity before, that in any state that you may not be licensed in, that we have licensed people in, that you happen to get a deal, you can refer it in-house and you can make half of your commission as a referral fee and just stay connected to the deal, helping out the MLO, maybe do some contacts, procure some documents, and still get paid. So that is really cool. You don't have to have 48 licenses to make money from 48 states at the mortgage calculator, right? So keep in mind, everything that we could do here for you is probably unlike anything that you've done or the opportunity you've had. That's why, this is an immediate opportunity to expand your footprint nationally and take advantage of all the action that's going on. So really looking forward to having all of you on board.
All right, thank you, Jose. Let's get into the next steps then, and then we'll get into the questions. So real quick, I just put in the chat there the link to sign up for when you're ready to move forward. And just to go over it here, you're going to sign up for the plan that's applicable to you, right? Whether you're going to come on as a junior or a loan officer. Once you click this button, it will take you to go ahead and sign up, and it's going to pop up the compensation agreement right away. Now, don't worry, you don't have to sign it right then. It's going to send you an email as well with a copy of it. So take your time, look it over. But once you do sign that initial compensation agreement, that is when you will be sent the rest of the onboarding steps. So the first step there is to sign up here and sign that initial compensation agreement, and that will kick off all of the next steps. The website's real simple. It's themortgagecalculator.com/join. So go to themortgagecalculator.com/join, sign up for the applicable plan. Once you sign that initial agreement, that is what will kick off the rest of the steps. So Nick, if you want to go ahead and stop recording, we will go ahead and get into questions. And you know what? I'm actually going to pull